Hey everyone, and welcome to the Animator's Headspace. Today I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you how I created two pieces of animation for the movie The Amazing Maurice. I'm going to talk about how I used animatics as a guide and video reference material to flesh out my ideas and bring the characters to life. Let's get into it.
Let's go!
As an animator, my job is to bring characters to life on the big screen. To do this, I start by analyzing the scene I need to animate. I collaborate closely with the film's director and other members of the animation team to ensure that the characters' performances match their vision for the film. We constantly share our progress and provide feedback to each other to ensure that the animation is consistent and is aligned with the overall story and themes of the movie. Before I begin animating, I always start by studying the animatic. This helps me understand the story and the acting choices that have already been made. It's essential to make sure the animation supports the acting choices that have been made to maintain consistency throughout the film. For the first example, I was working on a scene where one character is trying to persuade other characters to reveal information.
Oh, but there is. I know a few experts on the topic of rat poison. Answers now. You caught rats alive and crammed them into cages. Why?
I shot video reference of myself to capture the body language and facial expressions needed to convey the character's persuasive nature in this scene. One of the most challenging parts of animation is creating believable performances. To help with this, we use video reference. This involves filming actors performing the scenes and using their movements as inspiration for the character's performances. It's a great way to get a sense of how the character should move and act. For this particular scene, I shot video reference of myself to get a more nuanced performance fit for the shot's intended purpose. In this second example, I had a shot that had many moving parts to it. A shot like this presents a logistical challenge and can very easily get out of hand without proper planning.
People travel from miles around to visit.
So, via Skype, a conversation was had with both the animation director and film director about how the logistics of the shot was going to play out. While the animatic can be a useful guide, it's always expected that we as animators are going to take the animatic and level it up, so to speak. We threw around some ideas about what the hero and background characters were going to do, so I set about shooting some reference and pitching it in dailies to the directors. One of the fun ideas I had was to have a couple on a date. A few other examples was to have a few background characters in conversation with the shopkeeper selling cheese. You can also see some kids running in the background. Like I mentioned in my last video, I used animation cycles to make my job easier. I fleshed out my ideas by shooting reference and pitching it to the directors. They loved it and gave me the go-ahead to tie it all together. All this adds up to making the world feel more believable and lived in. When everything is said and done, it all comes together and works seamlessly. You can see the final result in the same shot with lighting and comp.
People travel from miles around to visit.
And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at The Amazing Maurice. Don't forget to subscribe to see more in the future. Thanks for watching and have a good week.